The woman fought for her life, beating the doors and the walls of this cell with bloodied hands.
Now on KOIN 6 News, team coverage as a kidnapping suspect is caught in Oregon. What we've uncovered about the suspect and the national search for more possible victims. Plus, what to do next after data of more than 1.5 million Oregonians may be at risk. And Portland commissioners give the okay to build temporary housing. We're digging deeper into how much it'll cost.
Live, you're watching KOIN 6 News at 4. Watching out for you.
First at 4, a disturbing kidnapping case spanning multiple states with potentially several victims and the suspect captured in Oregon. This is KOIN 6 News. I'm Jami Seymore. The FBI is asking for help to find more potential victims of a man they say kidnapped a woman in Seattle and kept her in a makeshift cell in a home in Klamath Falls. Agents believe there are 4 other sexual assault cases they are linking to this suspect, though the only charge he's facing right now is for interstate kidnapping. This is the man they arrested, 29-year-old Nagasi Zuberi. The FBI says he has also gone by the names Justin Joshua Haichi, Sakima Suberi, or Justin Kuasi. Agents say victims may know him as just Sakima. They're asking anyone with information about him to contact the FBI. The victim escaped, and if she didn't, the FBI says they would not be here today and Zuberi wouldn't be in custody.
This was a screen door. She punched it several times to break the welds, ripped the screen down, and she crawled through a small space to get out of that place because she knew something bad was going to happen to her.
I want to thank the brave women who fought for their lives to get us where we are here today. Now it is our turn to take their burden and fight for them, any other victims out there, and seek justice.
Agent Shark says they're now working backwards to find where Zuberi may have victimized other women. We have the information on how to contact the FBI to tell them about this case on our website, KOIN.com. And our Dan Tilkin talked to people who lived in this home in Clark County near Prairie High School, where Nagasi Zuberi lived as recently as several months ago. And both former roommates say police and firefighters were called to the house multiple times for parties and people on drugs.
The cops are always showing up. There was constantly drama happening in and out of the house.
Was he gone a lot?
Yes. He was gone most of the day, and he would come back during the night. He was what you would call a night owl.
Do you have any idea what he was doing?
No, I don't.
Both say they knew Nagasi Zuberi by the name Sakima, and he told them he was the owner and landlord and collected their rents. KOIN 6 obtained this document from the Homeowners Association, showing deputies and firefighters showing up to the house last December.
Have you read what he's accused of?
Right, I have, and it makes me sick to my stomach. I didn't see this coming. He definitely seemed off, and there was a lot of stuff happening, but I would have never, thought that this was the thing.
He was very anti-police, I would say, which threw a red flag to me.
The former roommates say they all shared the house with Zuberi's girlfriend and their 2 young boys. One current tenant of the property spoke with KOIN 6. She asked that we not use her face or name, but says she saw there had been problems with previous tenants.
Well, there was an eviction notice on the door that wasn't here when we first looked at the house, and then it was here again. I had my parents drive by, and so that was kind of a little bit of a red flag, but I looked into it and everything seemed to be fine.
That tenant says she also receives mail from previous tenants with lots of different names. We'll bring you any new information as this developing case unfolds here on KOIN 6 and on KOIN.com. In developing news, another high-profile data breach targeting Oregonians. The state health authority is urging people to monitor their credit, saying Oregon health plan members are among people who were targeted by a data hack. As many as 1.7 million users' data could have been accessed. Oregon Health Authority was informed of the hack by Performance Health Technology, which is a private company that manages OHP member data. OHA says that the attack did not compromise any state systems. and that potential victims should watch for more information being sent out by Performance Hack Technology in the mail. They're offering to provide 12 months of free identity theft protection. And today, Oregon Governor Tina Kotek signed several bills into law that she hopes will improve education, from a record amount to fund K-12 education to incentives for Oregonians to become teachers. KOIN 6 wants to know what kind of impact this may have. The governor today approving more than $10 billion in taxpayer money for the next 2 years in K-12, including salaries, textbooks, maintenance, some of that money to help prevent teacher and staff cuts. Other bills will provide grants for Oregonians to become teachers and encourage more diversity. There are also pay bumps for special ed staff and teachers.
My vision for our state is one where every child has a safe place to receive a high-quality, culturally responsive public education, and that every family has access to affordable childcare options.
Another bill, now signed into law, provides millions to help expand child care and preschools across the state with a grant and loan program. New tonight, authorities say they're looking into a death at the Multnomah County Detention Center. Deputies tell us they found an adult in custody unresponsive in their cell yesterday afternoon. Per standard protocol, an investigation is underway. The name of the person has not yet been released. Portland City Council unanimously passed the use of more than $6.5 million of state emergency funding to get the first large temporary alternative shelter up and running in Southeast Portland. This is funding Mayor Ted Wheeler's advocated the state put forward. There were two major upfront one-time costs, including more than $2.5 million for the pods funded by the state, plus $1.5 million of city money for site development. The rest of the funds pays for the first 6 months of operation. Total cost of the site is so far more than $8 million. We'll have a deeper dive into these details coming up later tonight. And a rise in cougar sightings. Coming up, we're asking the experts why we're seeing more reports of big cats in public spaces.
You want to be really careful around that material.
We're digging deeper into what's next after asbestos is discovered in a Portland apartment building that went up in flames. And later, we're going beyond the headlines to find out what to expect as former President Donald Trump prepares to face a federal court on new charges. Let's take a live look outside right now. You're looking live in Dayton from our Stoller Family Estate camera. Our Josh Kozart will be with us shortly for Portland's most accurate forecast.